Shawn, I've been Myles. See you soon.
Shawn? Chris.
This has been Chris.
Page him.
This has been Luke.
Page him.
What? I'm sorry.
Page him.
Perfect.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the 3-Star Podcast. Look who's back, it's me. And I am joined by your favourite, by my favourite tag team. No, I'm not talking about the Hardy Boys. I'm not talking about the Dudley Boys. It is the Nasty Boys, Luke and Chris.
Hey, we've got a nickname there, haven't we?
I like that. What are we?
The Nasty Boys.
The Nasty Boys. Nasty
Boys.
don't
Nasty.
ask. That's the tagline.
Nasty or nasty?
Depends where
you're from.
kind of mood you're in.
Nasty.
Oh, I like that though. Nasty, nasty.
I like nasty with a H. N-A-H-S-T-Y.
Yes.
Nasty.
Definitely
That's
nasty.
the ones.
Cheers, Myles.
Nah, don't you worry about it, guys. So, the time of recording, it is currently 28 degrees outside. Inside, I've been informed I'm not allowed to swear, but it's as hot as the devil's, and we'll just leave it there. Use your imagination to work out a location of just how hot it could be. You guys are probably suffering with us as well. Gentlemen, how are you finding the heat?
We purchased a paddling pool at the weekend, right? And I keep calling it the hot tub to my better half. And she says paddling pool, but I found out you do have to fill them up quite regularly, right? Because otherwise they just stay there and get a bit stagnant. So it takes ages filling it up, but once it's done, because it's a big one, and once it's done, it is lovely. I just stand and eat my dinner in it. Literally.
So you've got like a big one.
Yeah, because you can't lay down and eat in, you know, like you wouldn't do it in the bath, so why would you do it in a paddling pool? So I just stand up with my feet in it, eating my dinner of a night time. It's great.
I just think that should be the tagline of the show. If you wouldn't do it in a bath, you shouldn't do it in a paddling pool.
And Luke made
Love
the right
that.
decision and thought about himself. Me, like an idiot, I thought about my kids. So I brought like a 6-foot one that's like this high off the floor. If I stand on it, my ankles are out.
Yeah.
I can't sit down, lie down, bathe.
It's funny you say kids, because I've got a 11-month-old. She's 1 next month, and it was the first kind of introduction to like a paddling pool. Freezing, right? But yeah, she loved it after about 5-10 minutes. She really got involved in it. So I had to stay in as long as she wanted to stay in. So yeah, it's been a lovely week so far.
Oh, don't get me started with the not being able to leave a paddling pool. Listen, child, if I want to go back inside where it's cool and shaded, let me go. You stay out here by yourself for all I care.
Yeah.
No, I do care.
And I've got no kids, so I can
You've got a dog?
I can do what I want when I want. Yeah, my dog don't like the sun either, so he just stays inside.
But you got a little paddling pool, haven't you, for the dog, or is it?
We got a little paddling pool for the dog. The dog didn't like it, so yeah, I sat it, and it's about this big. So yeah, it's an interesting one.
It is solid. Get in the comments and let us know what kind of paddling pool have you got at home, and do you eat your lunch in there?
Or dinner.
Or dinner. Well, I'm not going to get into this. If you eat at, let's say, anywhere between 3 and 6 p.m, what do you call that meal, Luke?
Dinner.
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 Dinner. Dinner.
There you go. We just answered.
Yeah, but
that
I
age
know where
or
it's going with
There are
that.
some people out there who, for some reason, want to call it tea.
Yeah.
And
I don't trust those
Nah.
just let everyone know.
Dinner, innit?
There's 5 of us in this studio. Us 3 on camera have all said dinner. Andrew has raised his hand. Producer Andrew has raised his hand to say tea. Shawn has said he doesn't eat. He's on a
saying tea. And then
Tea.
There we go. Shawn grew up saying tea.
Supper's another one. When do you have supper?
You have supper when you're 90 in the winter with a tray on your lap. You can't move.
No.
Right, let's get into today's topic, inspired by TikTok. No, it is not a new dance. I saw a TikTok the other day of someone with a Samsung Flip. First time I saw someone on TikTok with a flip. Whenever I see like something and it's a Samsung device, I'm like, oh, they're using this. I don't know why. I just get really happy. Like, oh, they're using Samsung. I could walk down the street and see someone pull out a Samsung. I'm like, yeah, there you go. They have no idea who I am, who I work for, but it just makes me happy. And they were using the flip and they were like, oh, it feels so good to actually physically hang up on someone.
Yes.
Closed it. And I was like, oh, I do miss that sensation. So, I don't know if you boys know, it's actually coming up to 2 years since we re-released the very first Fold edition smartphone. And I want to throw it to you guys. What do you think of the folding technology 2 years on?
Oh, big question.
Well, I remember it fondly, the first version, because I was watching Champions League. I was actually in a pub. It was the Spurs-Man City game. And I was in a pub, and I didn't choose to watch it on one of the screens in the pub. I actually watched it on my Fold.
Yeah.
And it was a phenomenal game anyway. But just with how big the internal screen is when it's folded out, it just takes your breath away. With the quality of our screens, as everybody knows, it's a completely different form factor. And it's something now that's getting better and better, and more content's available on it.
Yeah, I mean, like when it comes to like foldables, I think like you have like your standard mobile phones, don't you? It's like your candy bar sort of phones. Yeah. And obviously here at Samsung we make some bloody impressive mobile phones, don't we? They've got the latest and greatest. But when it comes to foldables or flips, I think they do this whole new thing that we've not thought about in forever. And what I mean by this is when you pick up I think a flip is the perfect example for this. It's fun. Yeah. It is just fun to use. Like, we have all these amazing phones, but when was the last time you thought, hang on, this phone is fun? Like, I remember the days back with the D900 with like the sliding phone.
D500 as well, yeah.
You used to sit there for hours just sliding it because it was fun.
Yeah.
And I think the folding category and the flipping category bring back that fun, that kind of like retro feeling you used to get when you're getting a new phone.
That nostalgia feeling.
It's not just a candy bar phone that has like the next level performance. It's something completely different, like fun. And I think that's why I'm a massive advocate of the flip, because it is just so fun to use. And like what you said, when you were watching the footy with your Fold, I guarantee, I wasn't there with you, but I guarantee people stopped and stared at that phone, didn't they?
Yeah, because it looks just like a large tablet, and then when you leave, after you finish your pint, you fold it up, put it in your pocket, and away you go. So when it first came out as well, me and Shawn went out in Birmingham, and it was really hot, and we remember Michael Pale Whites, and we were just walking around with this Fold, and you know, people were taking note, weren't they? That's what it is.
But that's what it is. It's that show-off piece as well.
Yeah.
It stops and people stop and stare at it. You got to think when people first got mobile phones, people would have stopped and stared.
Yeah, what is that massive thing you're carrying on my side?
I watched a video on that the other day, and it was something like it took, 12 hours to charge, and you'd get like an 8-minute call out of it or something.
Didn't some of them have like handles as well as the long air?
They had a briefcase with a big battery.
I'm just young. I don't want to say old, but I am just old enough to remember having to pull aerials out of phones. Yeah. And then I'm young enough to remember when your phone had the physical aerial.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Remember the Sony Ericsson one with the like shark fin and the flip down? I'm a little bit older than you boys, but it had a really thick aerial, and it used to press the button and it used to flip down, and really, really thin Sony Ericsson. Because we've all worked in phone shops throughout our lives, right?
Yes.
And I remember how excited we were for the new Sony Ericssons to come out, or other competitors. Imagine being in a phone shop now with Samsung rocking up with a rep. ADM rocking up with a flip or a fold. You'd be blown away.
I remember working in Carphone Warehouse. I remember working in Carphone Warehouse and a Samsung rep. Before it was Shawn. Shawn was my Samsung rep at one point.
For real?
Shawn was actually hands on heart when I worked.
Okay, right. While Shawn's not on the show, was he a good rep?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not just saying that. You know what it is? Shawn's got the personality. Yeah. So when you're in store, this is back when
Merry Hill, right? Was it Merry Hill?
Merry Hill. I've got to be careful now. This is back when everyone had reps.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone had reps, and everyone's rep would come into your store, and you'd only ever remember some of them. Some of them you remembered for the bad reasons.
Yeah.
Some you remembered for the good. Shawn was always the good.
Before his tash, for his facial hair.
Oh no, I was there through the facial hair.
That's what he remembers most, isn't it? Eh? That's what he remembers most.
My cousin Mishak, he was also a rep at one point.
Because
Simon Aston.
I was at ADM at the same time, but I was Leicester, so I never came to Merry Hill to see you. But same time with Shawn and Shaq.
Before I get distracted, I remember that Samsung rep coming into my store with a note. I remember seeing the note for the first time. First impression was, that's massive.
Yeah, man.
And then I fell in love with it to the point when I actually only wanted to become an elite. They weren't called elites back then. I think we were just called Samsung ambassadors. But I wanted to be an ambassador just so I could get that phone.
Still a favourite.
And elites watching this is back in the day where a rep would come into store, give you a phone, and the manager would take it.
100%.
Shawn's laughing on camera right now because he's heard complaints from me in the past. But oh man, the manager used to take my
2013, 2014, all those time ago.
Yeah, man. Such a long time ago. And now we've got the Flip, the Flip 2 5G, the Fold 2 5G. Where can you see it seems that the fold has taken off in mobiles. Where can you see the folding screen going next?
Oh man, that's a big question.
Right, while I think about it,
go on.
I'm thinking TVs. Just imagine you've got a TV, nice big 60-inch when you're watching movies, and then when you're done, you just fold your TV, turn it around, put it back in place, and now it's a smaller 30-inch TV. Saves on space, but when you want the cinema mode, you just open your TV up and you're good to go.
Do you know what's that?
That is a good idea, right?
What's that film?
That's a good idea.
I should have copyrighted that before I said it on camera.
Is it like Minority Report or something, where it's got a device that you can literally just pull open? It's like a glass display. That everything is shown on them glass displays, and they can just like close and open.
There's
it.
so many sci-fi movies.
Something like that. If it was like that sort of
Same kind of thing,
foldable
but
tech, innit?
mobility-wise, if you want to watch a film on your mobile, you just open the screen a little bit more, pull it out, and you've got a bigger screen, and then when you're out and about. So.
Or a phone that folds 3 different times. So you've got your small compact one. Oh, open it up. Bloop. Now I've got my phone. Oh, open it up again. The bloop was that can come with it. It can if you want it to, and opens up again to a third.
So you could have it like a really small at a glance, opens up into a candy bar.
Pager?
Pager style, phone style, tablet style, all in one device. Right, can we trademark
I'm going to call Korea.
Yeah, let's trademark this right now.
Did you have a pager back in the day?
No,
I don't think I've actually ever seen a pager.
Wait, have you had a pager?
Well, I'm old, aren't I?
You are that kind of person I would face.
I was young, and I was young, and I found one. I don't even know where I found it. My uncle might have gave it to me, and I would only come home for dinner if my mum paged me. So bougie back then. I said, Mum, I ain't come home for dinner unless you page me. And I used to, and I'd be like, yeah, I'm coming home. Because it was like, I've got a pager. I've got to, see it through.
How old were you?
I was probably about 12.
That's just amazing.
Probably about 12, yeah.
I love that. I love that.
So a 12-year-old with a pager. I need to see a picture of 12-year-old Luke in his school uniform. Just quickly checking his page.
Did any of your mates have pages?
No, man. I used to go around Daniel Search's house. Sorry to name drop him, but yeah, he used to always go, oh, yes, who's your pager going off? I was like, no, it's not dinner time yet.
Okay, so was your mum the only one that paged you?
Yes, because I didn't have anyone else to page me. I'm not a doctor. You know what I mean? Like, doctors and nurses need to be paged. Mum. And the thing is, you had to ring somebody, and they would actually type out your message.
Yeah.
So who else going to page me? Luke, dinner's ready. And the person typing out would be like, yeah, Luke, dinner's ready. Mum's
See, I can't laugh at that because at least your mum used to page you. My very first phone, there was no SIM card to it.
Yeah.
I just had a phone, and it was a Siemens. There might have been 1 game on there. I used to just go around my friends and then play the ringtones.
just
pull the phone out and just be like, and I don't mean downloaded T-Pain ringtones. I mean the standard polyphonic ringtones.
Yeah. Polyphonic ringtones.
Yeah.
Oh, check this one out.
Life was simpler back then, wasn't it? With polyphonic ringtones.
Someone needs to clip that right now. Oh mate, the good old days, eh? But you know what I mean? Like, right, that goes back to my point then. Like back in those days, that was something new for you. How much fun you had with that, and you with your pager, I guess. That's the kind of excitement and fun I think a lot of people get with foldables, though, as well. Do you know what I mean? Because it is something new. It's like the retro and new combined, and that's why it's so fun, and that's why I love them.
Thank you. I agree. I actually agree. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to another hot with a capital H, 3 O's, T, and an exclamation mark. Thank you to another hot episode of the 3-Star Podcast. We've been joined by Luke and Shawn. I've been Myles. See you soon.
Shawn?
Chris.
This has been Chris.
Page him.
This has been Luke.
Page him.
What?
I'm sorry.
Page
it's
him
hot. I just explained how hot it is.
I'm out.